Good morning, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Popping on to have a look at my Christmas Botanical Journal with you. Start filling some of the pages perhaps, and creating a couple of clusters. So, hello and good morning and welcome everybody, it's lovely to have you here. So, if you've been watching some of my other videos, you may have come across me making this. This is a project that I'm on at the moment. It's a Christmas Botanical Journal with 2 signatures, which we've already sewn in. We've made a little bit of ephemera, but not a lot, and we're going to have a look today to see what we want. So we're going to start. I've already made 3 clusters because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted, so I've just been having a little play around. So probably need another 3 or 4, which we'll do to start with, and then we can get on with having a look at the journal and seeing what we need in it. Before that, I have some post here. So I've ordered something from Tanya at Tatty Treasure. Good morning, magpies, that I want to share with you. And of course, as always with Tanya, she sent me a little parcel of happy mail. So she has these black damask, I think they call them lunch bags or lunch. No, they're not. The sweetie bags, aren't they? Paper bags, I think they're just called. Yeah, they're not the lunch bags. Ignore that. Yeah, they're really hard to get over here. In fact, this is the first time I've ever had any in the UK. So Tanya buys them. Obviously, you have to buy them in huge quantities, I think, to get them. So she buys them and puts them in a shop, which allows us in the UK definitely to get some at a very reasonable price. Made in Taiwan, it says, so maybe they're not from America, I don't know, but I know I've seen people with American and maybe Canadian perhaps YouTube channels use these, so maybe that's what made me think they came from America. But yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? They're a lovely size, and that black damask on there is just beautiful. So they're going to make a lovely addition to a couple of journals that I've got planned, and I may well cut one up because I love it so much, make some pockets out of it. So that's what I ordered from her, and just this little she was having a little clear out I think this was last winter when she made all the journals. So if I didn't say, it's Tanya at Tatty Treasure, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Tatty Treasure on YouTube. Yeah, and she's been re-showing some of her last year's winter journals, and she made some lovely blue ones, and I'm into the blue at the minute. So she had a few bits left that she made a little package up with, and I have been looking at it for a while, and I thought, oh, just get it ordered because somebody will buy it and then you'll kick yourself. So although I'm not doing a blue journal at the moment, you will see all that when I do my next blue one. I thought, yes, I'll just order it, and while the bags were on the way, put it into my stash. I mean, it's only a small bundle. I'm not overfilling myself. And this, I looked in the top, but that's as much as all. So you've had as good a look as me. This is a lovely happy mail. That's a nice colour. Oh, it's card. I was just going to say, what a beautiful coloured envelope that is. A bit of I just ripped it. I don't think she stuck it down. I think it stuck itself down. But yes, that's going to be perfect in this journal. Yeah, isn't that nice? Beautiful. Lovebirds. Yeah, I like that. That's like I think it's a digital, but it's a doily digital. Lovely. Thank you, Tanya. Oh, now that's a lovely mini envelope. That's beautiful, and it feels like it's really thick. Now this is what I'm talking about when I say I get things from people that are really thick. So if that's vellum, it's really, really thick vellum. It feels, I don't know, I'm wondering if that's parchment. I'll have to ask her. I'm sure she'll let me know. It's beautiful and thick though. That's gorgeous. Thank you. Library pockets and cards. Oh, I haven't got any of those either. They're good. Now I don't know, she might have some of these in a shop. I'll have to have a look, or you know, if you see something you fancy, pop over and have a look. They're Yeah, they're really nice, nice smooth texture on them. Yeah, quite strong as well. Oh, it's one of those beautiful little envelopes. And before I look at these, there's more of them, look. Yeah, so I have a feeling these are what she's calling vellum envelopes. But they're lovely and thick. If that's your vellum, Tanya, I need some. I need to order some. Some glassine bags, which I don't have either, so that's wonderful. Oh, look what she sent me. And this is that is that beautiful thick vellum. Oh, you've touched me now. Yeah, it's loads thicker than anything I've got, than anything I've bought as a vellum. Yeah, it's in a different league. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much. And these, aren't they beautiful? So they're like printed vellum, and they're going to go with this next blue stuff, aren't they? They're gorgeous. I mean, I have seen these on a website and they do look nice, but they look even nicer in real life. They're beautiful and strong. Lovely, yeah. Pop over and have a look. A link will be in my description. A link is always in my description if ever you want to pop down and look, and pop in and see her. Oh, thank you, Tanya. That's gorgeous. I need to keep that somewhere with the things that I've got from other people that I've made. I've got one up there, so I'll put it with there. Oh, thank you. Chuffed to bits with that. How lovely. I need to sort out. I am drowning again. Don't know how much my desk you can see. Yeah, you can see about half of it, I'm guessing. And the other half is equally as full as this one. So I seriously need to get some squaring up done. What I've done this morning is come down and jumped on to film these straight away because it's Saturday. And the football crowd, unless they're away, but remember last Saturday, I couldn't film until really late at night because the football crowd was so loud, and the match and everything. Yep, so it's pretty early here. I've jumped on to make a start and get on with some of this. I'm going to put that beautiful green envelope in my pot with my things for this. Okay, so I want fairly flat, you know, not too bulky. I mean, that one's got a piece of bling on it, but it's still not too bulky. Pieces, decorative pieces, and I only want 3, probably four things on them, layers, so they're not massive, so they can go into, you know, the journal without causing too much bulk. So what have I brought with me? Some of the, so you can see that's my vellum. You can see how much thinner it is. So I brought a cut up piece of the vellum from that kit the freebie kit on the Untitled Treasure and Friends Facebook November and December challenge. It was a freebie digital, and I believe that, yeah, is on Tanya's Buy Me a Coffee. It's free, so if you go on to Tanya's Buy Me a Coffee, which the link is also in the description of this, you will find the digital download. So I've chopped some of that up. I have put it on this one, look, you can see it in the background. Some teeny tiny bits of scrap papers. I'm not going to use all these, obviously. I've just given myself a little bit of choice. I probably only want to make 4, I'm thinking. Some possible bases. Yep, so things kicking around that can be bases. I was just having a little play with my stamps here, actually, a couple of my Christmas stamps on a piece of this that I call adding machine roll. Just to see what it looked like, and obviously I can tear that up now if I want to and put it on things. I've brought some washi, and then I've got some little offcuts of lace. I've brought a tiny piece of this lace that I got from Justine in Happy Mail, Justine at House of Mahalo. Tiny little piece, look, it's got beautiful beads stitched onto it, just in case. I may or may not use it. Some Christmas words, which I got from the Sweet Peas Papers. Sweet Pea Papers digital that I did, Vintage Christmas 2021 digital that I did a few months ago. And then from the kit, this actual kit that I'm using, some of the, you know, the elements, and then a few little, what shall we call them, doodads? Yeah, a few little doodads from my stash. So just little bits that can be you know, the centerpiece, shall we call them. Right, so let's choose 4 things, and let's have some different ones to the card. I think I'd like to, yeah, I think I might like to use those 2. I'll ink them before I start, because I'm getting really bad at forgetting to ink things. Yep, so I'll have 2 of those, and what else? Yep, so this is early morning, before breakfast, before anybody else has even thought about waking up. Shall we use that bright coloured one? And yeah, I'd quite like to use that. So those can all go over there now. Right, that one's been inked, this one hasn't. So this is just from a scrapbooking. Don't know if to just wrinkle it up a little bit, because it's faux, it's got faux creases and faux wrinkles on it. That's it, to make it look kind of distressed. Let's really distress it. Yeah, so all these stains and things on it, they're part of the actual digital itself. That's better, isn't it? It's quite big though. Yeah, it's going to be quite a big... Never mind, we'll leave it. I definitely want some more of this on a couple. So I'm thinking this one is... I love this stamp on here. Let's have that bit. This one's definitely crying out for... Shall we have it long ways? Definitely crying out for a piece of this. So my first idea is to put... I've got my bases. Now I want to put a piece of paper onto each of them. What have we got here? So this is paper from a digital. I think it's Artie Mays. It's not really going to go with the music that I've already got, is it? So these 2 I've got music and text on them anyway, so they probably need something more patterny. Might have to go for these. I do like this actually. I like that little robin there. Let's just tear it down a little bit. A little bit on the large side. And rectangular. Beautiful paper though, that, isn't it? That is from just a small scrapbook, scrapbook paper kit. I like those. I like that whole thing actually. It's big though, isn't it? How about if we break this down? No, we won't use my scissors. We'll make that a bit smaller. Quite like that. Yep, so there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just putting things, trying things and putting things where I think I might like them. Right, can I have a bit of this holly paper here, I think. It's got a few snowflakes on it as well. Now it is very delicate paper, so I'm going to have to try and get the whole thing on, because anything that's hanging over the edge is just going to get ripped off or curl up, or yeah, so maybe that bottom bit off as well. Right, I hope I haven't moved out of view. Is that better for you? Yeah, I mean it doesn't look anything yet, but oh, I've just spotted that. Ooh, that's got to go on somewhere, hasn't it? This is what happens, I just spot pretties out the corner of my eye. Let's move these out the way, that might help. Give us a bit of room. So I'm thinking this one's going to need a label. Can you see those? Of some description, yeah, something plainish to... It's got a lot of colour on it, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let's just knock some of that creamy colour down a bit. It's a bit bright around the edges. Yep, I can see I'm into tearing things into half the size mood today. Oops. I kind of want that holly there to still pop out. I'm hiding it. Maybe the little tiny piece that That nearly ended up in the bin. Don't know, but I'm not going to get hung up on one piece. I'm just going to keep moving along until things speak to me. Right, do I think you're going on there? Let's have a word on this music one. So I've got Santa Claus, no, cheerful, decorate, mistletoe I quite like, we'll leave that one out, stocking, oh, sing. Sing has got to be a good one on there, hasn't it? Because it's music. Tidings, no, right, let's have a look what other doodads I've got on here. Oh, a ticket might be nice on this. What have we got? Christmas fair, admit one, right, yes, that's it. That's the ticket I like on there. What are we doing with this? So all I'm doing is just putting little bits and pieces together that I like. Magic, no. Let it snow. Yes, I'm just plain. I love this image. Not too much like that one though, no. Want something on here, don't I? Oops. Do I? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. This is the one that needs something on. I'm just digging through until something speaks to me. So it's got words on it, it's got quite bright pictures on it, hasn't it? It's got a ticket. Wonder if we can go with this because, oh, no, it's too big. Wonder if I dare cut it. Because it's such fancy lace, it might overpower. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna have to stick that on now. I had a feeling I would. Let's use fabric tack. Yeah, it might overpower some things, but this, oh dear, let me just sort that out. That's not a pretty sight. That's better. Let's get some paper to put it on. Oh, off you go, that's it. Yeah, these are stitched on, and obviously I've cut through the stitching. These pearls, flat back pearls. So I need to reattach it. Fabric-Tac is up to the job, I'm sure. Sticking it to myself. There we go. Just rub my hands. Yeah, so like, what was I saying? Yeah, it might be a bit much for some decorations, but because this has got very little on it, I think I'm going to go with it. And if something else speaks to me in the meantime to just go in the bottom corner, I'll add it, and if it doesn't, we'll leave it alone. Oh, I've covered that, and I didn't mean to because it wasn't going all the way on, was it? Let's pick it up, or we'll have it stuck. Yeah, we're just going down there with that, with the Fabric-Tac. There we go. Yeah, that's only got 2 things on it, a base and 2 things on it. Now the base was made up out of layers, of course. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's the lace I'm admiring, but I love that ticket from the kit as well, if truth be told. Right, what have we got here? We've got a bit of a mishmash here, and I think we might need a bit of something materially. So this is just some sort of linen, very open weave linen, and I'm just going to put some down without even knowing where I want it at the minute. I'll just put the tiniest amount of Fabric-Tac on there to hold it down. Yeah, I'm going to put that underneath it because I do like it. I like the colour of the paper. I mean, it is very, very flimsy. I've got one of my hairs there, can you see? to me now. But yeah, I love the colour of it, and the fact that it is actually vintage paper. Yep, so this guy's just going to be our little pop of colour on here. Yeah, and we'll just go with mistletoe across, and I'm not going to think about it any more than that. I hope I'm not too close to myself now that you can't see. So I've dragged everything down. What did we say? Just across there, maybe? Don't think that's where I put it originally, but yeah, that can go up off there. I think I might fabric tack it because it's going on top of that fabric. And we have an aeroplane again. I don't know if I just notice them all when I'm filming, or if they only come over when I'm filming. Yep, so that's more of a rusticy one. That's a bit more of a blingy one. Oh, my fingers are gluey. Put some lids on while I do some more deciding. Right, so this one, let's put those to each corner. This one needs, oh, do you think it needs some music on it? It's a bit of something in the background. Didn't bring any book page, did I? Mind, I think I brought more than enough. This is the thing with clusters. I've said it many times, but I'll say it again, especially for those of you that haven't been with me long. A few things goes a long way when you're making clusters, you know. Scrap paper, little doodads, scraps of fabric. You need very little, because obviously they're little tiny things, aren't they? Yeah, you need very little on them. Definitely want that stamp on there. Love that. So we have you hanging over the edge a bit. Oops. So we're going kind of from there to there, wasn't it? Was that about it? I think. A bit lower maybe. Sorry, I know my hand's in the way. There we go. Yeah, I definitely want him on, but I feel that it needs some material as well. I've got some little white. Do we just want a tiny bit? I haven't detracted from it now with that, detracted from my tape measure with that music paper. Yeah, that covers it up a little bit, doesn't it? So just a blob of fabric tack, not a lot, just to hold it down there. Yeah, that's toned that. Should I go underneath with that? Tone the music paper down. It was star of the show a bit, wasn't it? Yeah, put him under there. So we've got a round one, we've got a nice long upright one, we've got a squarish one, so that was a happy accident. I didn't design them like that, they just became like that. That's it now. I can just put a dab of fabric tack on there, just hold that lace on it. Well, I can if it comes out. That's it. Okay, so I've done clusters with you many times before. I know it wasn't that long ago that I did some, because I tried to do them for each journal. And I always say the first few to get going take a while, and then you just kind of, oh, I've got a little bit of that left, look, let's hoard it. Yeah, then you kind of just get into your stride and you're away. So I think we want sing on there, but it definitely wants something, and I want something a bit different. What we're gonna, should we go with a big picture? What trees and trees though, haven't we? I'm not going to do the blue bits. Don't know why I pulled blue bits out. What about this fir cone? No. Ah. Aha, let's just ink this piece up. So this is from my Porch Prince or Mrs. Coggs, I can never remember which. It's a piece from last Christmas. Yes. And we're going to have Sing across there somewhere. Yep, that's what I want. Okay. And then obviously sometimes I sometimes break the clusters down again when I've made them in the big, you know, so there's nothing stopping me actually cutting the whole thing in half, unless it's got something like the pearls on it. I'd have to be careful where I cut, but you know, making them smaller again. I wonder if to make just a little tiny one while I'm here, in case I suddenly want a small cluster on something. I can see a little back in here that might be suitable. Oops. Yeah, that might need a bit of glitter or something on it, this one, we'll see. It's not a really glittery journal that I'm making. Stuck to the page. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so they're all very different. What I was talking about was this. I found this. So you can see it's, I used it to wipe up some gold ink that I'd put around the other, where did I do with them? I took them off these, yeah. So I put some gold, not ink, paint around them. And there was a blob left, so I just stuck it onto one of these. And these are bits, look, that I've pulled off just now. So maybe a piece of that. We're going small, remember, Denise? A little piece of that. Which way shall we go? Shall we have a little word? Merry? Dream. Oh, let's have one of these little backed ones. Let it snow. Just on a tiny piece of scrapbooking paper, and I'm just going to wrinkle it up a bit. So, just to make it look distressed. We've got Let It Snow. Let's put, if we can, so I've got this snowflake stamp. You've seen it before if you've seen my other videos before. So we'll put some snowflakes in the background. They're nice. So that was with Stays On. Yeah, so that goes better with the Let It Snow because we've now got snowflakes. What do I think to that? We're getting too big. Just a tiny smidge less. A tiny smidge, that's an official measurement. Right, let's start sticking some of this down. I'm going to be careful not to smudge that ink till it dries. And once it dries, it is mostly smudge proof, that stays on, and hence the name. Yeah, I think that might be nice, just poking up behind that word. Yeah. Okay, so I've got a little tiny one there. So you can see what fun it is. Oops, what fun it is to just keep making these things. And you know, with everything that's on my desk here, I've probably got enough to make 50. And I know I do exaggerate, but I don't think I am there. I think I could easily make 50 with what's here. I won't try it because I won't know what to do with 50, but unless of course you challenge me, we'll see. Yeah, might put some sparkle on it, don't know. I say that all the time, don't I? And when things dry, I like them. Okay, so we'll move on to have a look at the journal now, but those are the, just putting my pins and things in. Yeah, those are the clusters. I'm just going to clear the decks before we start. Okay, that's better. So there are the, excuse me, there are the clusters that we made. So I'll move them over here now, bring them back on at the end for you to see. And I've got rid of my mat. Right, so this is a journal. I've not really had a look in it since a couple of days now. So these are out of the pockets that we made in there, and I still need to sew down them, so I'm not putting them in till I have, otherwise I'll forget to do it. I've also got this pile here of, I'll just very quickly, all the things yesterday that I pulled out that I wanted to back and use as ephemera. So he's now backed, you know, the envelope. A lot of them want trimming, a lot of them want sewing round, but they're all backed and you know, ready to cut and go. So I might have a session this afternoon while I'm relaxing again, sorting some of those out, but for now let's have just a quick look at the journal and decide. Well, we've got these bits that we've already made, so we've got these 4 pockets. I want ink in them, don't we? I've got those 4 pockets for the journal, which I always like to put in because they're from the kit, so we might have a look where they're going to go. If you remember, I pulled 2 of these corner tucks that we made, pocket corner tucks. Are they pockets as well? I can't remember. Let me have a little. They are. Yes, right. Let's put another one of those somewhere. Bear with me. Yeah, I have. Just put those in so that we know that they're pockets. Okay, so that's 2, 4, that's 6 pockets there. I think that was a journal card, wasn't it? This was something else that I found that I made not so long ago. I think this was using up book pages, and it's got actual British Christmas stamps in it. Yep, so I'm definitely wanting to put that in here. Just so whoever gets a journal gets some Christmassy stamps, that would be nice. Yep, so that's going in here, and we made that as well, which I thought might go in here. Do you remember? It's that little flip up. So I've put them in the box. We made that journal card out of just a piece of spare paper that I liked, and we had that envelope. With those 2 little envelopes with the cards inside. I haven't glued them up yet, but they will be going in somewhere. This is going to be a belly band, if you remember. It just needs some lace sewing on it. So we're going to have a belly band in, and the rest, I believe, are all little tags. Yep, they're all tags that need finishing off. This is tags from the kit, and this was 3 that I printed with a backing on, and I've just kept them together into the middle and tri-folded them, which I often do. So tags and things are all in there. I'll put the stopper in there as well. So yeah, let's see if we can decide where these want to go. Now, I haven't finished inking the pages on the journal either, so we're not going to get an awful lot done today, but yeah, it'd be nice if we can get those in. So let's have a look what we think. Now, if you remember, I was talking about I didn't want to cover that up, putting something in it, and I thought about vellum, and when I did that video, Tanya put a message on the bottom saying, why don't you put vellum pocket on it, so you know you can still see that through, and I answered it, yeah, I'd like to, but vellum tears really easily. Well, of course, that was my thin vellum that I was talking about. I've now got some lovely thick vellum, so and this has only come to me now, it's only running through my head now, so I might put some vellum pockets in there actually with yeah, that lovely vellum that Tanya sent me, so thank you. She probably thought, what do you mean it rips easy? So, right, we've got 2 signatures, so I like to build even-ish, as you know. So I need 2 signatures, so 2 of these in each signature. So we'll probably have a plain one and a patterned one in each. Yeah, and just one of these in each signature. Now, are these inked around? They're not. Bear with me a minute, because if I find the perfect space, they'll be going down, and I'll be like, why didn't I ink it? Yeah. I find once I've done a video putting the first few pockets in, then I'm away. You know, I do the video and finish it, I've got a few pockets in, and then it's like my mind's doing its thing. Yeah, we'll have this and we'll have that, and yeah, and then you can go through the journal and it starts to speak to you, you know what it needs. Glue all over me. Yeah, these are lovely. Again, these could be embellished more. We'll decide as we go along, and they're absolutely beautiful if we don't. That one's got that beautiful snowflake that I liked so much on the papers as well on it. Okay, but we can decide at the end, we can put them in and then decide at the end. Right, so we will have one of these in somewhere, so maybe I will have to put it in. Oh yeah, it don't come over the page anyway, so it's not the middle either, is it? What have I got in the middle? Right, let's just let me have a look through. So I've got beautiful papers, journaling. I'm going to deal with that in a minute. So yeah, I'd like a pocket on that, definitely. And it's vellum this side, so I'd probably like a pocket on this side of the music paper. So that's one I know I want. Yeah, that'll have some embellishing, but not a pocket because of that. It's just too beautiful. Right, so where else did I say? I didn't, did I? So I'm going to have a pocket on there. Might leave that for writing on. They're too beautiful for anything really. Yeah, so definitely here. And it's quite strong, that I guess it depends what's going to go on there, doesn't it? But that music paper is quite strong. Maybe it would be better with a... I've got one going each way there. No. Mini. Is that it? Yeah, one going each way is what I wanted. No, I think it wants a pattern. It definitely needs to be going that way, so I'm wondering about that on there, but don't know. It's not shouting to me. Wondering if that might be the one. Let's take that out a minute. Again, it depends what I put on there, but I can't just not put a pocket in because of that. Now this is a similar, no, don't like that. Where was the other one? That one? Yeah, might like that one there actually. So if we go with that there, we want something on that, I know, but maybe not this then. Not there because it's opposite that. So we're looking at this, oh, it's the middle. We're looking at this one then, aren't we? Did I leave that other one in? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I'm liking the... I'm wondering if these papers, I'm just thinking, sorry if I'm boring you, this is my thought process. I think these papers are just too beautifully decorated to have anything on them. I just think it's a real shame to cover them up. Now, of course that's showing, but then when I put a tag in it, let's just use this. Of course that's completely, no, I just don't want to cover them. I could just have a little tuck down there, I suppose, couldn't I? I don't like that one on there, I said, didn't I? So it's either that fancy one or make one. I'm just going to have a look at... I had a little... make one of these into a pocket, I did. Now it's got Santa on it and it's not necessarily a Santa journal, but I've got other pieces that I could make into a pocket. Yeah, quite like that one there. There's a piece there, isn't there? I want it smaller. Oh no, that's a double. Just let me round the corners at the bottom. Let me square. Hello, Mr. Magpie. Yeah, I'm going to have to square that up on the guillotine, but I think a piece of that in there will be nice as a pocket. Yes, so I finally found one I like, so we'll leave that in there. I said not that side because of the vellum, didn't I? Let's just try it though, because actually the vellum might, yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Just wondering if it wants something, it's very fussy paper that, if it just wants something behind it to pull it down. Or tone it down even. That's got something in it. So maybe this one. Quite like that one. Yeah, I do like that one. And then I can, yeah, that page can be embellished. Right, I found one I really like, or two, because I like the napkin one as well, but it's not ready to put down yet. I always find the first few the hardest. I think this is the hardest one I've had so far, just because the papers are so beautiful, but I guess that means I don't need a lot in it. Obviously we need plenty of writing space, so we'll need a few in just to add some papers and tags. You know, that could maybe have an uptuck or something up there, but it's so beautiful I don't want to cover it up. And again, I need to think about the centrepiece. Yep, so to build even, I'm going to want something on here. Shall we have the other one of those? Shall we just have them in the straw paper either side? That was the big one, wasn't it? So we're going with the little one, that one. Do you go? I think you might go better. No, you're a bit lost. No, after looking at that one, this one goes better. I'm just going to squash it down a bit more. It's not very, that's it. So yeah. Yeah, like I say, once I get these in, I'll have a much better idea of what I, oops, like that on the top, yeah, of what I actually need and want in it. I said they were lovely papers, didn't I? I suppose I could have put more coffee paper in with them, coffee dyed paper, which had toned it down a bit, but it's a beautiful book in its own right. Oh yeah, so we didn't open that, so that could have something on it. That's still too much. I'm still not sure about the colours there. Did we make any other pockets? No, I don't think we did we? They were all tags. Yeah, so we need to make some pockets. And I've got all those page pieces there. So I've got those two pockets in, and I'm going to have that one tucked. Yeah, I'm going to have one there on there like that. So we want one at the back around here, don't we, here. So is this a good place for one of these? I quite like that on there, because it's going to have, not this obviously, but it's going to have a tag, and that's just going to be around it then, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be the one for there, definitely. Good. When it went down, you can see my brain then, it completely stopped. I was thinking, oh, I'm putting the whole thing down. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Okay. I didn't put that little bit. I think I want that little bit doing. Don't know why I didn't think about that. It's the back of the tissue that I used, the napkin, yesterday. And that's nice strong paper to hold that as well, so obviously not these. Oh, I've got plain one there. take a nice big tag, not these I don't think, but yeah, probably that. Actually I haven't got anything on it, so we could got one of those with some greenery on it. No, it'll make it more fitting. I'll leave that in, I think, to remind me. That's lovely, isn't it, that Edith Holden page? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe an upper tuck. Right, this back page might be a good one for a... Right, so I've got these 3 in. These are all from the back, aren't they? Yeah, so that might be another good one for a pocket. So I need a pocket or something for there. I did have a little cut off envelope pocket, but I can't find it. Should I put something in? Oh, we was going to have a belly band as well, wasn't we? I think I'll put that in there to remind me. That's just nice journaling. So where did we go at the front now? Can't remember. Where did we have that? So that was page 1, 2, 3, on page 4. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, no. So that's fallen nice. That is a nice one to have a pocket on. Obviously we had like a postcardy. Quite like that on there. Oh look, it's the exact same. That star's kind of coming out of that pocket, so it'll be hidden and then appear when you take your when you take your tag out. That's it. We're starting to get there now. I mean, sometimes I think I should look first and decide where I'm going to put a couple of pockets before I come on with you, and then you don't have all this indecision, but then you don't see the actual, you know, thought process of how the heck do you start, how the heck do you decide what you're going to put in and where. I expect the video might be going on a bit long now as well, but we're nearly there. Yeah, so obviously that's not necessarily the tag that's going in there, but that kind of size fits. Might leave it in there just to stop it. Right, so that was, I know it's not in the same place as the other, but it's a pocket in the same place. That was 4, 5, 6, vellum with 7, 8, 9, oh, we went a long way in then, 10. How many past the vellum would help? Oh no, we haven't got the vellum in the same place, have we? Vellum was 7, wasn't it? Oops, let's start again. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ignore that, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, 10 is the vellum page. So maybe I'll go with this. And this matches that and the vellum really well, doesn't it? Right, I'm not sure, but it's a possibility, so I'm going to leave that in there. And then, yeah, so we're looking at the same place in the back, aren't we? Yeah. This one or this one. There might be a possibility. Oh, no, that's instantly different, isn't it? Instantly different, and it's the colour of this background against the, you know, the inked edge there. Yep, so I'm going to put that one in there, and then we will, for today, call that a day, because my brain is aching a bit. Again, got a lot to do, a lot of sorting out to do today, so it's going to be a hectic day again. And I'm desperate for my breakfast, my shower, and and get on with the day now. So thank you so much for I've done that again, spending that time with me. I hope I haven't driven you mad with my indecision. But thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up and comment so that I know you're here. But more than anything, please come back and see me tomorrow and spend some more time on this journal. Or maybe you should go off and make some clusters now. Have a nice day. Bye bye.